Hi guys, welcome to PLT Nutrition and Fitness. I'm Paul, and today I'm going to be taking you through how to plan out your day's food in MyMacros Plus. MyMacros Plus is certainly one of the most popular food tracking apps on the market, and currently it's the food tracking app that PLT like. So I'm going to be showing you how to enter your food to track to your daily macros. The macros that we're going to be working towards today are fairly typical for ladies at PLT. Obviously, everybody has a very different plan, but they're pretty typical. So we're working towards 140 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat, and 150 grams of carbs. We certainly recommend at PLT that you work by putting all of your protein in for the day and by getting a fairly even spread throughout the day. So enter protein into each of your meals, whether you choose 3 meals, 4 meals, or 5 meals a day. Try and get some protein into each meal. That generally seems to be a good plan. So for meal one, I like to eat eggs in the morning. So I am going to add 1 whole egg there for meal one. But I'm going to expand that by adding some egg whites. It's a really good option so that you don't use too much of your fat allocation. And I'm going to make that into a scramble. So in meal one, we have eggs to start the day. So for meal three or lunch, I like to have tacos today. I'm going to have ground turkey tacos. So I'm going to put in the protein first. So there's my ground turkey meat, 4 ounces. Should just be enough. Meal three, save that down. Now for dinner, as you can see, I have all my meals just numbered. So that's meal 5 for me. For dinner, I'm going to eat some chicken breast. I'm going to have chicken vegetables. So I find my grilled chicken breast and I enter it to meal 5. 120 grams should be pretty much about right, I think. But we don't know yet, so we'll just add up the protein for the day. Now, for meal 6, I personally like to eat protein before I go to bed. I recommend it to a lot of clients, and I like to eat some fat-free Greek yogurt, so we'll find that. As you can see, 227 grams, that's a standard portion. Just got to add that to meal 6 and save that. And we can see that we have a total now of 111 grams of protein. So that's pretty good for the first attempt. We can go back and increase the portion sizes if needed. So we've got 111 grams of protein so far. So we've got a little bit more protein to find. I personally like to have a mid-morning snack or meal, and I personally like a peanut butter jelly sandwich. So I'm going to add a PBJ. I'm going to add the peanut butter because I know there's protein in there before I match up the rest of my protein for the day. So I'm going to find my creamy peanut butter there. 2 tablespoons, which is right. Put it into meal 2 and save that down. Just check to see what my protein looks like now. So it's 118. I still need 22 grams of protein. So I'm going to increase my chicken in the evening. Currently got 37. Something over 50 would be pretty good. So let's increase that to 150 grams and see where we get to. No, it needs to be a little bit more. Let's increase that to 175 grams. 54 grams of protein now for that meal. And a total of 135 grams of protein. So I'm pleased with that. So once we've made sure that we've got our protein for the day, we can then move on and start to plug in our carbs for the day. So now guys, we can add our carbs for the day. So I'm going to start with meal 2, which is my PBJ. I'm going to add 2 slices of honey wheat bread into meal 2. That looks right. Then if I go back to meal 3, is my turkey tacos. So I'm going to add the romaine lettuce. That's meal 3. Save that down. And then I'm going to look for my tortillas, which there they are. And it's already set to 2 tortillas, so I'm going to add that to meal 3. So we're good for meal 3. Meal 5, I am going to eat some sweet potato. I particularly like sweet potato for its micronutrients, its potassium, but obviously you can choose your own carbs, and that is in meal 5. I need to have some vegetables, so I'm going to add some broccoli, 85 grams, and save that down, and some Brussels sprouts, 85 grams. That should be enough. In meal 6, I'm going to add some berries. I do like fat-free Greek yogurt, but I can find it a little bit sharp at times. So I like to add some mixed berries. Just 0.2 of a cup should be sufficient. That's in meal 6, just before bed. And then, as a little treat, some white chocolate chips. They always go down nicely, they do. So I'll add those into meal 6. Now I've added my carbs, and we're at 113 grams of carbs. We've still got a little bit of carbs to add. So I'm going to add some toast to my scramble in the morning, just to pad that out. Honey wheat bread, 2 slices, change it to meal 1, and save that down. And we are now at 137 grams of carbs, which is perfect. So currently, guys, we've now got 157 grams of protein. We've just gained a little bit of protein as we've added in some of the other food items. We've got 137 grams of carbs. I'm not concerned about being over in protein. More protein is always good. My total fat is 37. I'm trying to aim for 50, so I've got a little bit of room on my fat. So I am going to add into meal 3, I'm going to add some avocado. ,30 grams of avocado into meal 3. Save that down. And I'm going to add some sour cream. Now, sour cream is excellent when you're dieting. It's got really good macros. You can really pad out sauces with it. It's just really, really good. So I've added that. And I noticed when I was scrolling through that my PBJ does not have any J. So let's add some strawberry jam in there. 20 grams is a standard serving, so we will add that to meal 2, and that should be it. So now we're at 150 grams of carbs, 158 grams of protein, and 47 grams of fat, and that's pretty good. As I said at the start, we recommend that you start by plotting your protein for the entire day. Put protein into every meal if you can. Then add carbs into each meal, and then chew up the fat. And the reason why we do that is there's trace fats in other foods, so it makes sense to build your day out like that. Obviously, you've watched me do it, and I've chosen the kind of foods that I like. Entirely up to you which foods that you choose. We just obviously recommend that you choose lean proteins, lots of vegetables, and healthy fats with a little bit of something for a treat in there, because balance is important. Hopefully that's been really helpful for you guys. All the best, and thank you.